does make us live while it's still saying preparing the live stream. I believe, yes, we are live. Welcome to the RVA Rap Elite Top 20 Rankings Season 4. Clap it up for this season. Has been incredible. Maybe the best season. Does make us live while it's still saying preparing the live stream. I believe. There's that. All right, muted that. Yes, we have arrived. It's been a long season. 9 episodes?
Yeah, 9.
9 strong episodes. We've seen a lot of growth this year. We've seen a lot of like big moments, a lot of firsts, a lot of history was made this year.
There were a lot of big personal moments for MCs as well.
Absolutely.
Like, a lot of journeys come to like a head pause, you know what I mean? Like there were definitely some highlights.
Absolutely. Tons of moments. A lot of development. We saw a lot go down this year. We had 83 MCs. 83. That's crazy to me. 83 MCs.
What was the last year?
I don't know.
In the 60s, I think.
In the 60s.
Hold on, I could tell you while we talking, but I think it was in the 60s.
That's cool.
It was 60. It was 64.
Wow.
19 more MCs this year than last year.
So I mean, like this. And how many episodes do we have in the season?
9.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, man, it's solid, especially when you consider that a lot of the MCs this year had a significant amount, like a lot of staying power. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like, you just had people bouncing in, bouncing out. We had 3 people with perfect attendance, 3 more with 7 episodes. Well, actually 5 more with 7 episodes. Right. A bunch of people with 6 episodes, 5 episodes. So like, it's been a beautiful thing. Definitely been a beautiful thing. Let me go ahead and share the YouTube link with the folks in the chat. Shout out to Mila Mansell, who we were able to confirm as our season 4. Jesus, brother.
Now it's moving.
That we were able to confirm as our season 4 MVP. She performed this past weekend at Flag on the Moon 6. Went crazy in there. Crazy in there with the flows, man. Shout out to Mila Mansell, yo. She snapped.
Yeah, I like her. I got to chop it up with her a bit too, man. I like her vibe, man. Her energy, just like what she puts forth and puts out there. You know what I mean? Like it's a real good positive vibe and it's authentic. I fuck with that. Shout out to her.
All right, super shout out to Mila Mansell. 3 wins, most wins this season. And that goes to show you, out of 9 wins, the MVP only got 3 of them, which shows you how competitive this season actually was. We had quite a few champions come out of this. So shout out to all the MCs that did get titles. Of course, we'll be talking about all of that as we move through this here. What is Frank saying in the chat?
I put my list in there just as a talking piece, if that helps out. That's why I did that.
Oh, okay.
You put it in the chat? Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm scared to click on it. All right. So as we have, bless you.
Thank you, sir.
As we did this,
bless you.
Dion is not in here either. Dion was here last year. As we did last year, we started from 20 up to 1. So we solidified the 20 through 11, and then we got into top 10. Me personally, you know, if you won an episode or more, you probably land in my top 10.
Yep.
This time around may be a little more complicated than last time, mainly because there were more episodes in this season. So there's like a lot more to consider when we start talking about averages and, you know, and weighing in how many episodes factor into folks' averages and so on and so forth. So I think to keep in mind that there are these different variables is super important for the conversation as we move through. So the main chart for me that helps us sort this is points per cipher. The points per cipher chart that we have. Should I try sharing the screen?
Give it a run. See what happens.
Yeah.
How this works. I feel like it's about to freeze my shit. All right. Are y'all seeing this?
Yeah.
I'm old, man. Increase the font a little bit, bro. You know I'm old, man. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Thank you, sir.
All right, so points per cipher chart here. If you can take a look, all the MCs who had less than 2 episodes have been extracted from this points per cipher chart here. The only MC that has 2 episodes on the chart is Era Hardaway, because Era Hardaway actually won one of those episodes. So being a champion definitely puts him in the conversation 100% for top 20.
There anybody with 2 who had scored that high beyond him?
They're not on the chart.
Okay.
Because I mean, at the end of the day, it's like when we start getting into that, there's going to be a lot of people scored high.
Oh yeah, I just wondering.
But I'm sure that yeah, we have a big chart that has all 83 MCs. There's definitely MCs that are up there that have, you know, maybe scored high on that one episode that they were in. But I don't, especially with as many things that have occurred this season, I don't see how any of them can factor into a top 20. So we have, if we look at this just based on points per cipher, and we're looking at Tone Red, who did have 2 wins this season and averaged the highest at 28.5. He had 2 wins. This doesn't have sudden death appearances, does it?
He had 3 sudden death appearances. It might not have it on there, but he had 3.
Okay, so 2 wins, 3 sudden death appearances. Then you had Era Hardaway with his 2 episodes, but 1 win and a 27.8 average. Then you have Chance Fisher, who competed in 4 episodes with a 27.5. Vintage A competed in 3 with a 27.5. Mila Mansa competed in 5 episodes with 3 wins and a 27.3 average. 804 Rel, 5 episodes, 27.1 average. Kello, 5 episodes, 27 average with a win. Real Life, 7 episodes, 1 win, 26.9 average. These are very close.
Yeah.
Key Speech, 7 episodes, no wins, but a 26.9 average. Rabaloo, 6 episodes, 26.4 average. And it goes on and goes on. So just to we go from Rabaloo down to Side G to Stick the Scribe, King Fizzle, Bakari Kennedy, Jason, Cool Levon Seal, who also had a win. Luxury Prize, Dub T, Jamal, Simone J. If we were looking at points per cipher alone, that would be our top 20, right? But that's not all that's factored in. We also have a top 20 that's based on total points. Obviously, if you appear in both of these charts, that's also favorable for you. Because not only does it mean that you averaged high, but it means that you were around quite a bit, so you were able to amass quite a number of points. And in addition to that, you were able to maintain a high level of scoring over a longer period of time. So you have,
Impact.
yeah, you're making a hell of an impact. Now we have 3 MCs that had perfect attendance, all ladies. Cool Levon Seal, Miss Simone J, and Madam V. So super shout out to them, as they are the top 3 in total points. And then you have Real Life with 7 episodes. So we had Cool Levon Seal had the most points out of anyone in this season with 221. Miss Simone J, second at 208.5. Madam V with 201. Then you have Real Life with 7 episodes, 188. Key Speech with 7 episodes, 188. That's crazy. Luxury Prize, 7 episodes, 170. Mila Mansa, 5 episodes, 164. Dub T, 7 episodes, 163.5. Jamal, 7 episodes, 163. Rabaloo, 6 episodes, 158.5. Side G, 6 episodes, 154.5, and so on and so forth. So after Side G, you got Bakari Kennedy, 804 Rel, Kello, King Fizzle, Jason, Introverse, Tone Red, and then Chance Fisher and LIP in number 20 as far as total points is concerned. Quite a number of those people are in both lists. So you have Cool Levon Seal that's in both lists. Simone J, who just made the points per cipher list at 20, so she's in both. Real Life is in both. Key Speech is in both. Mila Mansa is in both.
Tone.
Huh?
Tone.
Yeah, I'm going down the list though.
Oh, okay.
Dub T is in both. Jamal is in both. Rabaloo is in both. Side G is in both. Bakari Kennedy is in both. 804 Rel is in both. Kello's in both. King Fizzle's in both. Jason is in both. Tone Red obviously is in both. Chance Fisher is in both. And that's it. So those people it's going to be difficult to move those people out of the top 20. I don't see how those people that I should have wrote down all who was in both, but that would have been helpful. That helps us frame this conversation quite a bit, I believe. So if we're talking about the number 20 position, wish I would have wrote down all of them. So now we also have,
Showing your list, yeah.
huh?
I said, now you were showing your list. I don't know if that was your list that you had written down.
Oh yeah,
That was
well,
your thing.
it's a tentative list.
Oh, all right. All right, cool.
And I might stop the share just so.
Yeah, just so. Yeah.
Get back to the.
Yeah.
All right, boom. Does anyone want to jump? Like, okay, so Frank, you have a solid list. So
Yeah.
that's a good foundation. So tell me, who do you have as number 20?
I got Jamal at number 20.
You have Jamal at number 20. And what's your basis for Jamal at 20?
I mean, I think that he always, he was very consistent as far as, how he scored. Was never super, super high, but he was always middle of the pack, or, above average of the pack in the episodes, that he was at. And he was at 7 out of 9 episodes. So to me, for him to always kind of give, good performances, 7 out of the 9 episodes, shows me, one, that he was a big impact on the brand itself, and he came with it.
So I guess let me ask you this from that perspective. I mean, we have him as 19 in points per cipher and 9 in total points. You have 19 people better than him?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do it like this. Let me take a look.
Love Frank's definitive answers.
Yeah,
but I love his definitive answers.
Let me pull up his list so I can see who you got ahead of.
I looked at Frank's list and I like a lot of Frank's list. It's similar to mine, but I am like checking and just kind of like going over a couple things with this score in particular.
I'm looking here. Yeah, surprise.
I mean, this is the thing.
I can see how you
think about total points. Like so total points shows a few things, right? It shows consistency, and it shows about like where you're at, like average wise, right? But I think in terms of impact in some of the other people on the list who might be in that top 20,
I can see.
wise,
I kind of like that. I kind of like what he's saying as far as putting Jamal at.
Personally, I would put somebody else there though. I think I had somebody else there. But let me see. Let me just double check one thing. And this might be kind of. Okay, so that's total points.
I looking at Frank's list, I can definitely see how he has Jamal at 20. One person that I don't see on Frank's list that I think doesn't appear on much of the cipher list, but we have to ask ourselves, where does the Rap Elite Madness champion fall? Does it have the same weight that last year's Madness championship had?
No.
Well, I wanted to say something before we jump to that. There's another person on the list. Like all right, so for my 20, I would personally, looking at Frank's list, switch Jamal with Madam V. though she has more overall points, when it comes to points per cipher, Jamal has a higher average than her by a pretty fair amount. When it comes to points per cipher, you know what I'm saying? Even though she has more overall points, meaning that like he most likely is having more impact in the room and he has more bars that are landing.
I can feel that, but I don't know if his points per cipher average is higher, that much higher. It's like only 1 point higher.
Okay.
So like she has a 22.2.
I guess how much of it has just been looking at one episode instead of the overall.
Yeah, you got to stretch all the way to the right.
Yeah, I see.
So he's got a 23.2 and she has a 22.2. But then,
all right, so yeah, I was looking at I was looking at episode, whatever that episode was.
I think where is the total?
Episode 27 is what I was looking at.
I lost my total.
But well, all right, but see, I guess the part of the thing that I saw was though, I'm looking at the ranking, right? When you're looking at the ranking of sorted by points per cipher, she's number 23 and he's number 19. You know what I'm saying? When you're looking at the ranking, there's still 1, 2, 3 people between them. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that's what I was looking at.
Yeah, and I do personally weigh points per cipher higher than total points.
That to me, this points per cipher, to me, this is my most important.
Yes.
Stat sheet. This is my most important. This one holds the most weight for me.
Well, under wins.
Under wins, yes. Under wins, yes.
Right.
But in terms of like the charts that we have, like right here between this and total points, you know, this holds more weight to me because this means they're performing at a higher level, even though it's as consistent. But it depends how consistent and how high we can get into the weeds of it, you know?
Right. And I think that's where it kind of gets to be where you start to question.
Makes it debatable.
Right. How much of a weight does it really have if they're not, if it's not that drastic of a difference?
Well, hey, you asked a question though, that I wanted to throw in there because it may kick Jamal out, depending on how you feel about it. So you asked, should Rosquilla be in this one? Because he's not on my list. And the only reason I say no is for 2 reasons. One, it was a kind of a lesser tournament because we couldn't get as many people, and then we had mad like no shows, and that's not his fault. It just
He didn't have to work as hard.
Yeah, it just wasn't there this time. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, but then on the same time, I'm like, he's still a champion. You know what I'm saying? That's not his fault. Right. So I'm kind of.
And for his final, he had to come in person and rap against his finalists.
We got to put him in there. He's got to be in there.
That's a fact. Because that was not required last year.
Yeah, he's got to be in there because it's not his fault. I could say that, and that's not his problem. When it was time to rap, he rapped.
Yeah, that's true.
No, that's 100% fact. And and he was very creative about how he went about his thing and everything. So,
so if y'all are looking at my list just to revise mine, he would be right under Era Hardaway. So he'd be never mind. We're not there yet. That's just where he would be.
Okay. So for you, that pushes
that means
out of the top 20 for you.
Correct. That means King Fizzle becomes my 20.
Okay. All right. See, this is where I get
It's
And
tough.
the reason why, like, is the reason why I'm saying this, yo. And it might seem like I'm harping on this, but I'm looking at points per cipher, and
y'all,
I
you
can't
can.
go there. I can't do that.
bro.
I honestly can't, because for real, like, so it's like, all right, so how much does this weigh? Like, so we have Madam V at 23 on points per cipher. And Fizzle, when it comes to points per cipher, is, where is he?
Number 13.
Number 13.
Yeah.
Now, also, Fizzle also brings another set of intangibles when we talk about Fizzle, because Fizzle also competed in Road to Supremacy.
Yeah, I just can't see him at 20 is what I'm saying.
And that's
right.
cool.
But what I'm saying is,
stuck on
you
my
also
list.
have to factor that in too, because
Yeah.
not only was he in it, but he moved into the second round. He went to the second round. And one thing that we didn't put on here, also definitely got to consider. World MC tournament. Did not factor that in. World MC tournament.
Mhm.
He's still in, he's in the second round of that as well. And I already know that he's performed well against Kane. So Fizzle's had a hell of a season when you start to factor those things into it.
So, all right, so this is what I'm looking at. So I'm looking at this.
And he was in Road to Supremacy, right?
Yeah, I just said that.
I mean, my bad. I meant the other joint. My fault. World MC.
So I'm looking at the points for cipher, right? And so above the, like, outside of Kula, everybody 16 and above has less than 9 episodes, right? And then from like 17 down to 20, everybody, basically what I'm saying is Madam V has 9 episodes, right?
Mm-hmm.
She ranks at 23 in points per cipher. I think that can get her a spot on the top 20, but I don't think it places her much higher than 20 because of the, like, points per game being put up. Even though you're in a lot of games, the points per game being put up in comparison to the rest of the people who are potentially on this list don't stack up the same.
Mm-hmm. She also did do very well in the Madness tournament as well.
So will we put her there over Jamal?
I think that might be the deal sealer between her and Jamal.
Her and Jamal, right?
I think that may definitely be the deal sealer between her and Jamal. If they were the ones fighting for this 20th spot,
right?
I think I would have to lean her direction. She was not only did she move pretty far through that tournament, she was very impactful.
Yeah.
In that tournament, in combination with her presence in the open cipher. Her presence in the open cipher, she was a conversation.
Yeah.
Even down to the back and forth with Ease, and
she had moments. Yeah.
She had moments. That counts.
That's the thing. With the amount, how consistent she is, she's definitely earned, you know what I'm saying, a spot on the list. With pure consistency. And skill too. I don't want to say pure consistency, like that's all it was, but that's a big attribute.
Or just overall engagement. She's been involved. She's touched everything.
There's only like one other person with as however many episodes, and that's Miss Simone J.
Right.
And Kula. All 3 of them.
Yeah. With 9 episodes. And out of those, she scores the lowest in overall points per cipher, so I think it makes sense. But she definitely deserves to be on that list.
Yeah, I think it's tough to not have Jamal in the top 20. Especially when you see that he's in the top 20 in both of the other things. But I think what may push him out is that we have champions.
That's the thing.
We have a lot of champions.
And moments.
Well, but I think moments start to help separate people in the lower part of the thing. But I think,
of course.
I think it's these wins, like for instance, like somebody like Eric Hardaway, right? 2 episodes, but 1 win though. Ross Skrilla, not really being in the cipher. I think one time physically, but has a win in the Rap Elite Madness, so you have to factor him in. That takes top 20 slots from folks that really just maybe above average in the cipher itself, but didn't really have an impact beyond that. And I think so are we saying right now we're gonna put
Madam V at 20?
Madam V at 20?
I'm cool with that.
Well, one other thing, how many episodes? But see, this is the thing too, though. Jamal had 7 episodes.
Right.
She had 9. It's only 2 more.
Yeah, right. But we're talking about her Rap Elite Madness impact.
Oh, yes, Rap Elite Madness. Yes, yes.
So that's the difference maker. And he wasn't in that. He wasn't in that at all.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So, and how far did she make it in that tournament?
She got to Madam V. Where's she at? She got all the way to Elite 8.
Wow.
That's mad extra verses too when you factor it in. So like
Facts. Wow.
Instead of 9 episodes, that's what, 12 or whatever it is, 11, 12.
Wow.
When it comes to verses, you know.
And she did full-on music videos, like, you know what I'm saying? Full-on music videos. And she took a different approach to everyone style-wise. So it was super creative how she approached that joint. So yeah, I mean, if we're going between her and Jamal, I definitely have to go Madam V.
Yeah.
So as of now, and okay, so before we do that, is there anyone below that space that we can say? I don't see anybody that I.
Nah, nobody.
The one thing I will say also too about Madam V is that looking at her scores this episode, they've all like progressively gone up from the start of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Like episodes progressively have gotten better. So that's dope. Shout out to her.
Super shout out to Madam V.
Madam
so right
V.
now, as it is right now, Madam V is number 20. Right, you got that?
Yeah.
All right, so
19.
let's look at Frank's list again.
Nah, don't look at that list. Oh, I changed mine.
Okay.
I'm about to send it, but I changed it. I just made a revision. But I can tell you who I have on there though. The next person would be Dub T on mine.
Okay.
Too angry with that.
Dub T. So Dub T.
I had him on mine for sure.
Dub T had 23.4 in total points. No, not 23.
7 episodes.
23.4 in points per cipher.
Did he do Rap Elite Madness?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
And he was
so he was 18 in points per cipher. 18's in 8. He had 7 episodes.
That's good for me.
He was number 8 in total points. So once again, if we were like comparing him to say a Jamal, he
Okay.
would have. He's above Jamal in those
above him.
spaces.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that pans out.
Yep. He had more engagement.
How far did Dub T make it in the Madness tournament?
Hold on. Sorry, I had to run downstairs real quick.
I think he might have been in the Elite Eight as well.
Dub T got to Sweet 16.
Sweet 16.
Nice.
But he is significantly ahead of Madam V in points per cipher. He had 23.4. She had 22.3 or 22.2 actually. And she's significantly above him in total points, but she also went further in the Madness tournament. Interesting.
Say that one more time.
So she's top 3 total points, plus 2 more episodes.
And she made it further in the thing.
And she made it further in the Madness tournament. And he's only got her by an average of 1 point in the points per cipher.
So how I put it like this, if it's to me, if I'm deciding, at that point I'm gonna go based off of whose raps I like better.
Yep. Facts. Facts.
And I like Dub T's raps better.
Facts.
He audibly makes me laugh. I feel his wordplay is crazy. He's an MC that's more, I don't know. He gets more reaction.
He tweaks away from winning the joint, bro. Just the way he push it together. Like he tweak his shit, it'll be all right.
Yeah, I just think he's just a more fire MC.
Yeah, I'm with that. I co-sign that.
I can see that.
Yeah.
If we were to have to bust them down verse for verse, I would have to go with Dub T.
Come on, bro. You'd have to.
So when it's that close, yeah, we can.
Son is crazy. Like he's crazy with it. Son said algorithms. Like on TikTok trying to compensate for your algorithm. Like what?
That's crazy.
Crazy, son. But he constantly does that. He's like with wild ass lines and references. Like he is a dope ass.
One thing that I feel like happened with Dub T, if you're listening, Dub T, this season, is I feel like you've kind of become subdued in how you perform. You were a little more intense and vocal in your performance last season. And this season, you kind of like really brought your voice down and kind of to like almost to a whisper at times, and become less aggressive. And
he had a few more stumbles this year, didn't he?
Few more stumbles this year.
Yeah.
You know what I was gonna say? Not to make excuses for him though, but that shit he be doing though, it's tough. So I know it. But I mean, you got to do it. I know. I see your face, Ski. Like, okay.
If you write some shit you can't rap, that's your fault. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
I've seen motherfuckers rap crazy shit. Like you can rap it. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't figure out a way to rap your shit audibly. You wrote the shit wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like that. We could all say a million things if we didn't have to worry about how to audibly say it, right? Like I could write the most complex rap in the world if it didn't require me to breathe while doing it. You know, like, so that's one thing that you have to balance out as a performer. You know what I'm saying? But I think Dub T has the tools to be further up this list.
Yes.
Without a doubt. Skill-wise, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Amen.
And also, one of the things I think he did really concepts. You know,
concepts. Yeah.
You know, he was one of the people that would come with an original concept or like would make the verse conceptual. And I thought those concepts were very dope. But I think the big difference between his scores and what they could have been has consistently been how he's delivering them. I think maybe the rhymes are too complex for him to rap them, super audibly, but you got to figure that out. And I think that's what you, in the off season, which isn't very long, you got to work on that. Next season, I would love to see Dub T use his voice a little more. Step up to the front of the stage. This most recent episode, you kind of sunk into the back of the stage too. That didn't help. So definitely step forward and be heard, Dub T. But Dub T right now is our number 19 MC. Shout out to Dub T.
Hello.
All right. So 18. Frank, who do you have?
He just sent the revised list too.
Oh, he did?
I'm looking at it now.
Oh,
Okay. He has Fizzle at 18, and he has Madam V at 19. But I think we're good where we're at. He has Fizzle at 18.
I definitely think we're good where we're at with 20 and 19.
Yeah.
Fizzle at 18, I don't know. When I started to factor in the different things Fizzle has
His involvement. Yeah.
in addition to,
Even though Fizzle, well, I'm sorry. Even though, what do you think about Stick the Scribe? Although he has, a higher point total, he's only been in 2 episodes.
exactly, right. I could never have Stick the Scribe
Over anybody else.
but he doesn't. But Frank doesn't even have Stick the Scribe in his top 20.
Nah, yeah.
Well, I mean, I can see that too.
Now, here's the question: he has Jason right above Fizzle. Now, this is where the conversation. Jason and Luxury Prize, I think, is the conversation for Fizzle. So, let's look at Jason.
Okay.
Jason has 5 episodes. Is ranked 15 in points per cipher. Where Fizzle is ranked 13 in points per cipher.
Right.
And 15 in total points, right above him.
And Fizzle's done
and
more.
15 in total points. Yeah.
Same amount of episodes.
And I don't think, we have, I definitely can't have Jason. And I think what Frank is probably factoring in maybe is impact.
I'm factoring in that sudden death. I'm factoring in that sudden death of appearance.
Jason also had a take. Now look at these episodes. Now, if you compare their episodes, hold on, where is that? Yeah, scored by total points. And you look at their episodes, they're right above each other. Fizzle scored more the first episode. Jason scored more
Second one.
the second. By that, I think that was his kind of like breakout performance that day. That's the day he made Sudden Death, right?
Right.
Episode 28.
Yeah.
He didn't do the third. It was a 0.5 difference on the 30th.
That's what I'm saying, yo. It's a 0.5 difference, and
when you do the last episode, Jason outdid Fizzle by 5 points, 27.5 to 22.5.
But and then that puts them at but Fizzle's still a 0.5 total ahead and
a point one
cipher average ahead. But here's the thing though. In the midst of that, King Fizzle had to beat I got bars and road supremacy, and had to beat Luxury Prize in the World MC tournament, and had to actually battle and compete heavily with Jay Moore
Bruh.
and compete heavily with Kane.
Bruh.
Kane and Jay Moore within a matter of a month of each other.
Sheesh.
Yeah, nah, that's crazy, son. That's crazy.
And so I can't
Workload.
put them in the realm of conversation. Fizzle's probably gonna go up for me.
That's what I said.
I would put him higher, bro.
I said y'all was gonna probably do that. You was gonna probably put Fizzle higher because I didn't have that in my consideration. So let's table Fizzle for now.
Yeah, we're gonna table Fizzle right now because
think
about what he had to face.
Yeah,
it's really insane. He shouldn't even have been touching the open cipher this year for real.
Yeah,
like he's had 5 episodes. Like he's had 5 episodes. He's been Iron Man for Rap Elite right now. And we don't even know if he's out of the World MC yet because they haven't
aired that, right?
So all right, so we're gonna table Fizzle for now. So let's say Jason. So let's talk about Jason and Luxury Prize.
Okay.
So if we're going off total points, it looks like Luxury Prize is significantly ahead. He also has 2 more episodes. Luxury Prize is number 6 in total points. Jason is 16.
Points per cipher. Jason is ahead though by 2 spots.
Yeah, so 15 over 17, but what's the actual number difference? It's less than a point.
Yeah.
25.1 to
24.3.
So, but now Jason does have a sudden death appearance.
Does.
I would say 2 really impactful performances as well.
Right.
That episode 28 and that last episode were just really standout performances where he like showed that he could win and be a champion.
I think this has been just a breakout season for Jason in the sense that everyone talks about Jason. Hoodie Jason. Hoodie Jason.
He has a nickname now.
Yeah, he has a nickname.
He has a nickname now.
So if we're talking about those 2, I think we have to put Jason over Luxury Prize. So we would go Madam V20,
Dub T
19,
and then Luxury Prize 18.
Got it.
And then Jason at 17.
Got it.
Nice.
Jason at 17. So then you have Bakari Kennedy. Now, Bakari Kennedy, another person that did well in Road to Supremacy.
And he's also another one with a heavy workload.
Heavy workload, yeah.
He was in the Madness tournament too.
Yeah.
Madness tournament.
High points per cipher.
And didn't he go against what's my man?
Money Waters.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh yes, he battled Prize and Money Waters.
And Money Waters. Damn.
But he got his ass kicked by Money Waters, but he did beat Prize.
Yeah.
In a 1 round. So he's definitely had a heavy workload.
Damn.
6 episodes, 14 in points per cipher, 12 in total points. So who would be comparative to him?
I would look at who.
So
Saji?
Simone J.
It would be him and Fizzle, right? Are we bringing Fizzle back into this, or is he much higher than that?
I got Fizzle higher than
Fizzle higher. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Fizzle definitely higher.
So then what you would be talking about is Simone J.
Well, let's hold on, let me see one other stat.
Kello. No, my bad. I'm tripping. My bad. That's on me. I'm tripping.
Well, let's talk about this though, Ski. You say you have Fizzle much higher than Bakari, right?
Not much, but I have him higher.
Well, the reason I say let's look at it is because when you look at sorted by points per cipher, they're neck and neck right there. And then when you look at their total points, they're not too far from each other. And they both had battles. You know, they both had heavy plates. Like Bakari had a heavy plate as well. It may not have been the same competition level as Fizzle, but it was a heavy plate.
Correct.
Where he still showed up and put up high numbers. So, I mean, it might be worth having that conversation if you're going to have it between them two, because they are.
Yeah, it is definitely worth having. It is definitely.
Yeah,
close.
Yeah.
And Bakari has one more cipher appearance.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And he is how many slots above him? In 1, 2, 3 slots above him in total.
Oh, and Bakari's win at Road to Supremacy was way more substantial than Fizzle's win in the first round of Road Supremacy. Let's talk about that, because Bakari had to beat Breeze the Poet. Breeze the Poet is one of the greatest Richmond battle rap MCs there has been. He was not expected to at all win that battle. And showmanship that he showed in that battle
crazy.
Was incredible.
Yeah.
But here's the flippy side of that.
But Fizzle though.
Fizzle in his second round had to face Jay Moore, who went on to the finals.
Now,
and Fizzle fought Jay Moore. Fizzle fought Jay Moore.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Bakari got squashed by Preem.
Right.
Okay.
Lord Boydum, bro.
He got squashed.
Who did Fizzle beat in the first round?
I got bars and barely. So it's like they're very neck and neck.
They are, man. Yeah, they are.
But in the process of that, Fizzle also had to was also writing for Kane.
Damn.
And Kane weeks apart from Jay Moore. And having been there, that battle between them is razor thin. It's a battle of preference.
How much does Southpaw battles weigh in though when it comes to Rap Elite ranking?
These are now because the Rap Elite ranking numbers are so close, we are into the point of these. That's where these things weigh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so wait, you said Bakari was in Madness. How far did Bakari make it in Rap Elite Madness?
He just went to the Sweet 16.
Where did Fizzle go?
Yeah, I can't give him that because he went to the Sweet 16, which technically this go round was only the second round, and then he did not actually perform in that round. So
he no showed.
Right.
So all right, and then let's go back. Let's go to one other thing. I think the last thing we need to do whenever we get into the weeds, and this might be a tough question to answer, but bust it down. Who raps? Who raps is you picking? Who raps is you going with? You feel me?
Fizzle had his fair share of stumbles this season.
I'm going with Bakari.
Bakari did not have stumbles.
No.
He had some shorter verses, but he didn't have no stumbles.
No stumbles.
And he was motherfucking rapping.
If you want to go clean, you gotta go Bakari.
Gotta go Bakari.
Yeah,
you got clean.
Yeah.
Because Fizzle didn't always have clean performances.
No.
And those are just bare fundamentals, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if we go to they both got the technicals, They both show up. They both score. So if we want to go nitpicking and getting down to the fundamentals, we can go to stumbles. And that might be a stat we need to start keeping.
Or go cipher for cipher.
We have time and space to keep that. Maybe we can get somebody to keep that like stumbles. That might be something to weigh in when it comes to these sorts of.
I don't know, because it gets weighed into the score.
Already weighed into the score.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't want to double ding.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What happened to Dion? Why is he in the chat and not in here? I don't understand what happened.
He said he had too much going on in the background.
He in there saying Fizzle needs to be higher, and he said blood weight. I know that's going.
Oh,
I knew that was going to hit with you.
this is what I was gonna go at. When it comes to content and raps, personally, I prefer Fizzle's raps on paper, but more over Bakari's. Bakari is cleaner though.
Mm-hmm. This is one of those really difficult ones to go with and to decipher. I think it's razor thin. Bakari got squashed a few times. You know, he got squashed by Money Waters. He got squashed by Preem. You know, he no-showed Rap Elite Madness. Those three things right there is what's gonna make me say Fizzle over Bakari.
I could go with it, and I could go with it just because blood weight.
I knew saying that was gonna sway you. And
Thank you for that reminder, Dion. That was on point. Blood weight. I'm sorry, but Bakari had be a line that hit my soul like that, yo. I mean, that those be the joints that stand out to me, and I go back to.
And that's in the cipher, right? So like I could say Bakari did some amazing things in, you know, in the Southpaw tournament. Yeah.
So I was on the roof. I remember that episode. I remember how he looked when he was rapping that shit. I remember what he looked like. He meant like all them words, yo. There was some conviction in that. Yeah. Oh, I gotta go back and rewatch that one again.
Facts.
Someone stood on that episode.
Facts.
He said some shit.
Hey, I got a correction. He didn't no show in the next round. He lost. He lost to Tycoon. My bad.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Fizzle. So what number are we at? 17.
So that means we're putting Bakari at 16 and Fizzle at 15. I think. Hold on, let me go back to the sheet. Yes, we're putting Bakari at 16 and Fizzle at 15. Or maybe we're not putting Fizzle at 15.
Wait, what do we do? What are we doing with Simone J?
We got to talk about her next.
Yeah,
I got her hiding.
But are we talking about her next, or are we talking about her in the midst of them?
We can talk about her in the midst of them. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, because the thing is, we kind of sorted them two, right? So now we can sort where Miss Simone falls between that. You know, like
so Frank, you feel she's significantly higher than them?
Absolutely. Like, I don't want to get too caught up in this Southpaw and all this extra stuff. We only need to bring that in when we talking about trying to decipher small things. We're talking about Rap Elite. So
yeah, and then
I don't want us to go too far into these other things that she, you know what I'm saying? She's doing her thing in Rap Elite.
I said that was because she is lower than them on the points per cipher list. But
she's 9 episodes.
She's a full 2 points below Bakari, but she has 3 more episodes, and she has a sudden death appearance.
Yeah.
And she scored historically the highest first round score ever.
Right.
Yeah. And ended the season on a high note.
I know.
Right.
Crazy.
And her impact is when we
Yeah,
talk
yo.
Yeah,
Her
yeah.
impact
ascension, yeah.
is
That
major.
20.5
Yeah.
is fire.
Her energy
Yeah.
moved a lot of things in this season.
Facts.
Absolutely, yo.
So
Yeah.
so will we say Bakari 16, Fizzle,
Fizzle 15.
and then her
14.
at 14? Or would you put her higher?
Question is, who else is in that conversation? So
Well, we can talk about that. I just didn't want her lower than them. But I mean, if y'all looking at my list,
where did we put Prize at?
Prize at 18.
yeah, Prize is at 18.
Prize is at-
Jason 17.
Yep.
I mean, to be honest, like the points per cipher is still weighted because that's where the pin is, like that kind of sorts out kind of like where the pin is ranking a little bit, when a person has multiple episodes to go by, and they're both scoring. You know what I'm saying?
So would you put her at 16 and then Fizzle and Bakari higher?
Nah.
Nah.
Her where she is because of her impact and
Right.
that high score.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying she wouldn't need to go
Higher.
any lower.
Yeah.
This is good. I can't justify her going too much higher because of her points per cipher.
I would agree. I agree with
Yeah.
that.
Totally agree. Total.
Yeah.
all right. Oh,
Because like she's not too many points, too many slots behind Prize, but she has, you know what I mean, that really high one and 9 episodes, total points, all of that. So
Mhm.
we got Simone J at 14.
Yeah.
mhm.
And then we get to
It's gonna start getting tough though through here, man.
Yep.
This is gonna get tough.
so wait. Stick the Scribe. He's not in our top 20.
So I'm looking at this because this is the thing. I really like Sun's raps.
Facts. He's dope.
Sun's raps is crazy, and his
He only
his
got
pin game.
3 episodes.
They only got 3 episodes, bro.
Nah, no.
It's true. And how many
Not
total
in this-
points? Where's he at on total points?
I don't think he's not even probably not. He's 25.
Yeah.
Yeah, no sudden
And
death.
they're super spaced out. It's like 1 episode, then 4 not there, then 1, 2, and then the last one. It's like the inconsistency kind of like lowers his impact in making him a talking point.
Yep.
Yeah, there's no talking. There's no space to talk. There really isn't. I mean,
It's like besides the fact that he's nice as shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Facts.
he would clearly be higher up. He's nice as hell.
Right. Yeah.
gotta be in the game.
Yeah.
In the game. Can't sit the sidelines. That's what makes the degree of difficulty harder. That consistency, man. To 9 months of this straight. When you say 9 episodes, we're talking about 9 months.
Yeah, when y'all taking out who I got next, then
So what we on? 13 or 14?
we on 13. But
Who's
I think
14?
I think just by talking about Stick to Scribe, y'all just eliminated who my
Your 13 is Vintage A.
yeah.
And I feel like the conversation falls the same way with Vintage.
Yeah. Sadly, yeah, it's the truth. It's the same thing. It like the same conversation.
So so I'm gonna tell you what that does then if you taking him out of that list on my list, then that puts Jamal back at 20. On my list.
That's I would say
Shit.
I would say we keep working from where we're at and circle back around to that.
Yeah.
You know
I'm
what
with that.
saying? Keep building the list from where we're at, and
I
it's
see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, I'm with that.
So we talk about 13.
Yeah. So yeah, what's 13?
13.
804 Rel he's a number 6 in points per cipher. He's got 5 episodes. Number 13 in total points.
Let me see. I wish I could get these both to stay up on the screen.
What about
Side G?
Side G or Key Speech?
I would say Key Speech is higher than Side G.
Higher than Side G, right? Yeah.
Well,
I got Saji and 804 Rail right there together, right above Simone.
so let's talk Side G and 804 Rel.
Okay.
Well, I think that's clear. 804 Rel is like 6 spots up in points per cipher from Side G.
Yeah.
Facts.
And it's only one less episode, so to me,
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's clear cut.
So why does in sort of our total points, Side G has 804? It was from one episode. So
Maybe a higher total.
Yeah.
No. In one of the episodes. In one of the episodes.
3 points though.
yeah, it's just by a few points.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I would say so. Okay, so what? Side G number 13.
Saji 13, 804 Rail 12.
I like that.
All right. So, Robaloo, Key Speech.
This is an interesting conversation.
Robaloo, Key Speech, Chance Fisher. On my list is the next kind of group to talk to.
Yes, and that's because Robaloo and Key Speech have at least two or more episodes than Chance Fisher.
Right, but he has a higher points per cipher.
Right.
Yeah. He's high. He's top 3 in that.
Facts.
He is.
Like he's 19 in total points, and you have somebody in Key Speech is number 5 in total points. Robaloo 10 in total points.
And Key Speech has many more episodes.
Yep.
Chance Fisher has 4 episodes. Key Speech 7.
So would you put just based off of that, put Chance there?
Like 11.
Huh?
We're looking for a number 11, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Chance is gonna fall in 11.
Yeah.
Chance. Yeah.
I'm with you. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what's happening. It's not playing still, is it?
Nah.
Oh, sorry. That's it. I'm sorry.
So Chance at 11.
Chance at 11.
Yep.
And then I'm thinking Robaloo at 10. So wait. First of all, that means we're in the top 10. Wait a minute.
Yeah, right. we gotta tighten it up a little bit.
Or whatever the fuck we gotta do, play some horn. I don't know. That's
I got here. There we go.
It's time to figure out who is the top 10 MCs of season 4. This is huge.
Huge.
This is big talk right here.
Pause.
Robaloo, 6 episodes, 1 sudden death appearance. Number 10 in total points. Number 10 in points per cipher. Ironic, as we're considering him for the number 10 spot.
Didn't he do the battle? He did the road to supremacy, right?
He did. He lost, but he did.
He lost. Yeah.
To be honest, I think 10 is good for him. When you're looking at key speech, they're right above each other in points per cipher. Speech is right above him, but when you look at total points, key speech is 5th on that list, and Robaloo is 10 on that list. So I think that kind of separates them.
Absolutely.
Clearly.
So Robaloo, no coincidence that he fell 10 on points per cipher, 10 on total points, and is now considered the number 10 MC in or at this point.
Salute, Rob.
Yeah. Talented guy.
So that puts key speech
at number 9.
All we need is a win from key speech, man.
That's it. That's it.
All we need is that win, man. Sounded nice.
Most definitely super consistent, had his moments. He's had a sudden death appearance as well. And, you know, he falls on number 9 as the points per cipher list. I have a feeling that we don't have enough MCs to fill the remaining spots.
We don't.
So I don't think these are our final positions. Don't run off posting your
They're gonna be bumped. Yeah.
You could be bumped
up higher on the list.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure what's really about to happen on this next run, because I think it's easier to go through.
We're gonna double back.
Everybody that we currently have that y'all see in the chat just bumps up one.
Yeah,
that's all that's gonna happen.
That's what I'm thinking. Yep.
All right, so let's run the rest of it. So the next person, now we're starting to get into like champions.
Right.
I'm thinking
Yellow.
No.
Nah.
I'm thinking Ross Skrilla.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Because
the madness.
The madness shine. Yeah. Okay.
Tournament, winning the madness tournament, but not having any real presence in the cipher.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna get you right there.
Yeah, I like that.
What's up, Dion?
Let me mute. I'm gonna mute real quick. 1 second.
You got a fart. Shit, I forgot over here, man. Oh.
And I tuned into the intermission.
All right, so
yo.
Man, I should have just went to Nick crib, man.
Word, right?
All right, so we did key speech at number
9.
All right, and then we said Ross Skrilla.
Yep.
At 8.
Yeah.
Ross Skrilla at 8.
Yep.
Are we in the champion thing? Would Cooler be next then?
Nah. It'd be Era Hardaway.
Definitely Era Hardaway.
Yeah. Damn, I forgot about that shit.
No, that's valid. That's valid.
2 episodes, 1 win, high ranking in the points per cipher, number 2 in points per cipher, but only 2 appearances. So,
That's good for him.
yeah, that'll do. The question is actually, does Eric Hardaway's win outweigh Ross Skrilla's win? That's kind of a conversation to have.
Who was in that? Well, I would probably say yeah, because it was during the whole episode. I mean, he beat out what? How many people? Like that was a thing of 30 versus Ross Skrilla only had to go against. I don't even remember the amount, but it was a less amount of people he had to beat out versus Aaron did.
He had to rap more. He had to
Yeah,
rap more
though.
verses.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you had time to prepare for them joints. You know what I'm saying? Ayers was a live one shot, one kill thing.
It ain't no live. I mean, it ain't live. You had 30 days to write that 2-minute verse.
Hold on.
Ross Skrilla had to do them verses week after week.
But hold on. In the sudden death, his victory, Cole didn't rap.
Yeah.
Oh, and
I couldn't remember if that was the one. I couldn't remember if that was the episode.
Yeah.
He had a crazy score.
I'm still hurt about Cole not being able to finish that joint.
I think in that episode, Cole had the highest score.
And that's a fact.
But she didn't rap in the sudden death. She wasn't feeling while I was outside.
Yeah, I'm still hurt about that joint.
There is a conversation.
And Ross Skrilla had to, like I said, Ross Skrilla had to finish the final in the building against his opponent 1-1.
Now, to his credit, though, Eric Hardaway was very unique. That he was the first. He did that whole card.
Yeah, that was fire. Absolutely.
I thought he came down in the crowd. He showed presence, and it showed like another level. You know what I mean? Like he made an impression his very first time on the stage.
Facts.
I agree, but if I had to weigh the two, I'm going Ross Skrilla over Eric Hardaway.
I can go with that though for activity for sure.
Yeah, I mean either one.
And
Eric works.
Really had Cole been in there because Cole was on one.
Man, I'm still hurt about that one. Yo, Cole, that was a
great sudden death. I would have loved to see that, man.
There's definitely an asterisk beside Eric's win for that.
So
there's no asterisk.
But he still had to rap during his sudden death though, didn't he?
Of course.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, I'm talking about quality of whatever the verse was. Like, it wasn't like he just didn't do anything.
He had to beat Saji in sudden death.
Yeah.
All right, so I switched it. I switched Eric Hardaway is 8 and Ross Skrilla is 7.
Does everybody agree with that?
I'm with that.
I could agree with it.
Way, I'm cool.
I mean, yeah, that's a tournament win,
I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I think there was definitely more to have to accomplish with Ross Skrilla.
Yeah, I'll even give Ross. I mean, it's a technicality just based off the type of event it was, but even just the creativity, like we talked about earlier with Ross Skrilla, like.
And Ross Skrilla did do one cipher, so to that point, he only is one less than Eric Hardaway. So.
Oh, right. Yes.
He's only one less. So yeah, it's got to be Ross Skrilla above him.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is why we talk about. This is why we talk about things. You know what I'm saying? This is why we talk about.
Hardaway is at 8. Ross Skrilla at 7.
Yep.
Interesting adjustment.
Facts.
Next
on my list is Kello or Kula. I don't know which one I want to go with yet, but it's Kello or Kula on mine.
This is a debate. This is a debate.
Yeah.
This is a debate. This is a big debate. Because, here's Kula's advantage. All right. Kula's advantages is she is the number 1 in total points.
Yeah.
Kello is 14. Kula has perfect attendance. Now, in points per cipher, Kello is 7.
Yeah.
She is 16.
Right.
Whew. This gets interesting.
Kula had a stumble.
Kula had a stumble.
Kula had a stumble.
Kello had,
I think, just one.
How many ciphers? Oh, Kello only had 5 ciphers.
Yeah.
Yeah. He only had 5.
9. And they both had a win. Kula made history on her win, and Kula stopped Tone's run. Ain't no question.
She did interrupt this repeat. She did.
Yeah, that's you right. Facts. Facts.
Why is that
on the rooftop?
Facts.
She changed the entire trajectory of the season.
Facts.
When she beat Tone.
Facts. Yeah. She really did.
She sat him down.
Facts. She really did.
That was a special rooftop day. Yeah.
Her went viral too, yo.
Yeah.
Bing, bing, bang, bong.
Bing, bang, bong. That's gonna be historically one of the best verses in rapidly
and beat him off a freestyle.
That's like gonna be second to Fizzle.
And beat him off a freestyle.
Yeah. Yeah, that's second to Fizzle. That's second to Fizzle's joint.
Yeah, and became the first woman MC.
And it was a personal win too.
Yeah, right. Facts. Yeah, so Kello 6.
Yeah. Yeah, gotta
bing bang bong, yo.
Facts.
Bing bang bong, yo.
That shit was crazy.
Nobody knew what was happening.
NMC has come along. Bing bang bong. Yeah.
Yo, nap that episode, man.
Hello. To Kello's credit, he had an incredible season closer to win. He became our season finale champion. He will have all the free opportunities next season to continue to solidify what he started this season. But yes, Kello's gonna fall in the number 6 spot for now. Kula Von Seal in our number 5 spot for now.
I just thought about something.
So, who are our other champions?
Where we putting real life at?
It's only 3. It's only 3 left. We could talk about them all together. Because this is what we're gonna
Real, Tone, and Mila.
It's only real life Tone and Mila. That's what's left. So that's what I'm saying. If we throw Jamal back at 20,
that bumps everybody up. Yeah.
So let's do that.
Yeah.
Right.
So then technically we'll be on number 4.
Jamal's 20.
Jamal's 20 and it bumps everybody up. I'm gonna put the list in. Hold on just a second.
So that does make Kello a number 5, a top 5 MC. I love that.
Which I think he deserves. Yes.
Yeah.
For sure.
It was snap.
I got a question though, just based off of, kind of how we just did with Kula and Kello. Would Kula be over real life? Would she be higher than real life?
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about it.
We on number 4.
They both got
4. Let's go.
They both got one win.
I don't think so.
That is because points per cipher, real life is
significantly higher.
8 slots higher.
Yeah.
But wait, so was Kello though.
I'm about to say we just did that with Kello. That's what I'm saying.
But the difference is real life has 7 appearances and real life and Kello only had 5.
Damn.
Right.
And real life is number 4 on the total points.
And
where Kello was 14.
Yeah. And do not forget that real life has been
in multiple
Tone, and he's tied with Tone and Miller for 3 sudden deaths.
Yeah.
And he also tied for the highest score in the first round ever as well when Simone got it.
Did he have to do a that?
Huh? Yeah, with Miller.
Double sudden death with Miller.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
we put Kula at 4.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool at
Well,
4.
Cool's already at 4, I think. We just keeping it there.
Right.
Right. And that puts Real Life at 3.
So
Yeah.
the conversation really is between Real Life and Tone Red.
Nah.
That's a good question.
No, Tone has 2 wins.
But is that but yes, he does. And he's the highest points per cypher MC.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah. Facts.
And we knew that. We knew that he was the one. It was between him and Mila in the final
Yeah,
episode.
we already knew that.
So, right.
We knew
Yeah.
that. So
So that's the list then.
that's the list.
The list is done.
I said they really ain't no debate on that one. It is what it is.
Right.
There's no debating.
This is amazing. I love this.
Good looking list, man.
Man, it's dope. Yeah.
I'm gonna run it down from 20 to 1. Number 20, Jamal. Oh, we have to talk about Rookie of the Year. I think I already know who that is. I think that's Kello.
Easily. Kello. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Kello is Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
Should we have a most improved? Who would be our most improved?
Simone.
Simone.
Simone J.
Hands down.
Well,
Yeah.
I was gonna say Simone or Jason, but yeah, Simone.
Yeah, Simone. Jason was last year.
To be honest, yo, I could throw
Was that
Real
last
Life.
year?
Real Life could be considered. Real Life definitely
valid.
most improved.
Went from like stumbles,
True.
kind of performances to like smashing shit.
I would. Yeah, actually, I would turn to Real Life for that reason
right.
specifically because we literally watched the growth to him like season their victory, and that was like
and ends the season on a high note and has just like a whole new outlook and energy.
He's number 3. He had a win and he's number 3. He fought crazy, like I mean,
like when he got that win, like you knew he was getting that win that day.
right.
Yeah.
Like he walked in like just different
Yeah.
from that previous sudden death. He was like, nah, I'm not doing that again.
We should Jay should get honorable mention for that though.
Say that again.
Simone J should get an honorable mention for that.
Absolutely.
Facts. Yeah. Facts.
He's gonna be a problem next season, bro.
Yeah, team 1 and team 2.
Yeah, man.
First team, second team.
First team, second team.
Yeah.
Let me run this down. Jamal at number 20, Madam V at number 19, number 18 is Dub T, number 17 Luxury Prize, number 16 Jason, number 15 Bakari Kennedy, number 14 King Fizzle, number 13 Miss Simone J, number 12 Cy G, number 11 804 Rel, number 10 Chance Fisher, number 9 Robaloo, number 8 Key Speech, number 7 Era Hardaway, number 6 Ross Skrilla, number 5 in our Rookie of the Year and our season finale champion Kello, number 4 Kula Von Seal, number 3 Real Life, number 2 Tone Red, and our season 4 MVP Mila Mansa. You still typing in Miss Mila?
That list is really good. Like reading through it, I was thinking like, can I argue any changes or whatever? But that's a solid list right there.
Yeah.
I went back to check. I mean, it's one of them situations where you just kind of want to see what they do next season.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Like this is the who to watch list right here. Like
exactly.
Absolutely. We know that Mila is not gonna sit down. There's gonna be and just to let you the top 20 know, we are going to be focused on not only this year watching you guys, but I've said this before, but we definitely have some things that are planned to make sure that your efforts have not gone to waste. So the top 10 and top 20, there's going to be some opportunities and things that we're going to be putting together, whether it be content or we have some other like projects and things that we're thinking about putting together for the top 20 MCs of this particular season. So
I got a question. Do we have last season's list just to see, like, compare and contrast, see like, how far anybody moved up?
Yeah, Frank, you got last year's top 20?
Because of course we know some of these names, some of these names were on the list last year. I think they just shifted, but I don't know where.
Yeah, hold on. I was on mute, but I said, yeah, hold on. I'll put it on.
I'll pose another question real quick. Is there anybody that you guys who's not on this list that you guys would like to see more from or see on this list next year?
Let's do our honorable mentions.
Yes, I think somebody who I don't know if could be an honorable mention based off of stats. I don't know the stats, but based on just my personal like taste, I would like to see a focused Old Dirty Vegan next season.
Thank you. Yes.
Well, I mean, I think we got to go into some of them that do have the stats to back it, like a Stick Describe.
So is this more of like a who to watch list?
Hold on, this is somebody I'm just throwing out there. You know what I'm saying?
Just throwing out there.
Yeah.
Like who you would like to see on it.
Like, yeah,
ready for the list?
mean, that's why I said statistically I can't say it, but personally, like Penn and that last performance, hijinks. That's a good one.
Hey, y'all ready for the list from last year? Top 20?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll go back to the other stuff next time.
All right. So C-Dub was number 20. Nux Young was 19. A Yilla was 18. Money Waters was 17. Stick the Scribe was 16. Habib was 15. Jason was 14. Trig was 13. Chuck Dolo was 12. Rossetti was 11. King Fizzle was 10. Shalicia Sanders was 9. Kilroy G was 8. Tone Red was 7. Vintage A was 6. OZ was 5. Saji was 4. 804 Rel was 3. Prize was 2. And Basic was 1, was the MVP.
It's a lot of shift on some of the names, yo.
A lot of people that I would like to see back.
Yeah, I like to think about it. I was like, damn, where everybody go?
You know, like definitely.
Hey, Frank, could you tell me, do you know, well, no, I guess he didn't even get ranked last season, but where was Real Life last year?
Yeah.
You know,
Is he here?
He wasn't on that top 20 list, but he was competing.
Yeah, he wasn't on the top 20, but let me see. Let me see kind of just where he was.
On one of them stat sheets.
Some of them names shift.
I'm trying to think of who else from this list was who was competing last year. Miss Simone J.
Cooler.
He was top 20 last.
Did you say Cooler?
No,
Did you say Cooler, Frank?
Cooler wasn't on last year.
Cooler wasn't last year.
That's what I'm saying. Like some people shifted. Like
wasn't on the list last year.
Yeah, see, Rail only rapped last season twice. And he got like a 23.5 and then he got like an 18.
That was the choke, yeah. Okay. Who else do I want to know? Did where was Madam V?
She wasn't really she was. She rapped like 2 she did 2. She kind of, so what's crazy is some of the people that you thinking was like really there, they weren't. They just came in
towards the end of that season.
I said also last year was also like COVID time too, so that was also like a weird.
Right, we was outside. That's when we started seeing them and Simone and all of them. Like that was when we was at the mural.
Okay.
It kind of feels like it tied in, but it
Okay.
All a blur.
see next at the end of next season to see how the Heats and how it continues to evolve.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be very interesting next season. I mean, I think, I'm ready. The staff, we're ready. We've been talking about, just putting a lot more structure into some of the things that we're doing, content wise, and just, putting the show together a little bit tighter. So I think, there's just going to be a lot of, it's going to be, I think we're going to see just everything level up, not only how we produce and put the show together, but the MCs are going to consistently get better.
About to say, because it was what, 83, right?
83.
So it's like, who knows who's sharpening their sword in this meantime, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like to go what Nick was saying like earlier, like, I mean, the one person that kind of I've been impressed with watching, just kind of curious, and when they get locked in and focus and understand what's going on, is like LIP.
Oh yeah, he went stupid in the
Like,
last episode.
He did.
Like the past couple times I've seen him, like once he figures out his formula of what he's doing, I think he usually gets too hyped too. That's the thing that always kills him. But once he figures that out, like he probably put some more numbers up on the board.
I think a person that's going to be to watch this coming year is going to be Robaloo. I think he's figuring himself out more and more each episode as well.
I tell Rob every time, fam, if he doesn't freestyle or if he doesn't get lost into his thing, he would be doing damage.
Facts.
Well, I think it's one of the things is getting too excited physically, because even when he does finish his raps that he wrote, he may be moving the microphone from out in front of his mouth and doing a lot of different things physically that impede you being able to actually clearly.
So actually, since you mentioned something like that, y'all being the judges, how about this is the advice for next season? Advice session. What is
no, but that was honestly that was one reason why I kind of scored him low one episode, because he got into the, he started spazzing out at the end and I didn't understand what he was saying. So I totally missed it.
Yeah, we're not gonna go down the list.
No, I'm not talking about going to each person. I'm just talking about just the general thing for anybody coming new, people that, rapping for, just because we did last season too, when we did the recap, just kind of like, hey.
I can announce episode 1, 2. Matter of fact. Well, I'm sorry, the season premiere episode will be on January 29th. January 29th. After that, we will be on third Sundays. And for those that don't know, our new home is Tang and Biscuit. Much love, Tang and Biscuit, for opening their doors to RVA Rap Elite. If you came to any of the Road to Supremacy earlier rounds, you've been in the building. The vibe is dope. The aesthetic is dope. The sound is good. They have great hospitality, a lot of space. A lot of space. And I think the energy is gonna be very compatible in Tang and Biscuit with Rap Elite.
And I think the parking is a little better over there as well.
I don't know. It depends on how good you are.
It depends how early you get.
Yeah. And what's going on, and what's going on out there. I think, whatever the neighbors got going on is probably going to determine how good the parking is. It's a parking lot though. They do have a parking lot though, don't they?
Yeah.
I
think it's small though.
I didn't know if it was connected to the spot or not.
Yeah, I didn't know, but I did see cars over. I did see people I see people parking over there. I think maybe I was playing myself and parking down the street.
We gonna learn.
Yeah, we'll find out.
So
yeah, we'll find out. But yeah, it's definitely a dope location. I think everybody's gonna enjoy it. I think it's gonna allow for, I think our energy will fit very well in that space. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We were very unsure as to what was going to go on for a minute, and to know that we have a solid home is definitely exciting as far as being able to be strategic again. So, man, we fight hard for y'all. I don't know, y'all don't know, but we weather some storms quietly. But shout out to Pete, man. Super shout out to Pete.
Big up to Pete.
For being the reason that we're even in our new home, and will be helping us with sound and everything else as always.
Peace to Ellis.
Peace to production, the lighting guy, the sound guy, the
plug.
Yeah, the plug.
Right. Super plug.
The ticket distributor, the everything.
The switchblade. Swiss Army knife.
Tell Pete thank you next time you see him.
Yeah, when y'all see Pete, show love to Pete. If you see him out somewhere, buy him a drink.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? Show the man all just due love, because he is rapidly
Swiss Army knife.
We got love for Pete, man. I hope he's watching. But yeah, so January 29th is the launch of season 5. Also, if you're watching this, if you have music videos and music content, stay tuned. We're going to be giving people some opportunities to get that content seen, because we'll be rolling out all of our archived web shows that we have not rolled out between now and season launch. Also, a lot of new merch coming, other content coming, new draft GMs. Oh, also, shout out to Randy Wilson being our championship draft GM for season 4. 3 wins. He had the most wins, had the most total points.
Yeah,
shout
right.
out to Randy Wilson. He did his motherfucking thing. We will have 3 new draft GMs next season. They'll be announced soon. Very dope additions from a personal standpoint and brand standpoint that they represent, that I think will help align with what we do at Rap Elite, and maybe help some MCs get some other opportunities as well. So a lot of good bridging going on. So we're excited about this new season and all its prospective opportunities. We just want our MCs to stay focused, keep pushing your pens. It's great times to come, and I hope you came to hope you came to Flag on the Moon and saw Mila Mansa perform, because those of you that are hopping in this season, you needed to see that to know what you're competing for. There's a lot of things that come along with MVP. But that is probably the crown jewel of all the benefits. Maybe there's other things too, but you keep your eye on Mila Mansa. Keep your eye on Mila Mansa, MCs, because she's gonna show you, and there's gonna be some things that you're gonna see that's gonna exhibit what it means to become Rap Elite MVP. All I can say.
Take off.
So I think the next time you guys will see us outside of some content that'll be dropping will be MVP brunch. We'll see Mila Mansa there, as well as staff, as well as our Southpaw champions, as well as our previous MVPs. Looking forward to that. Definitely going to go ahead and get that scheduled up. And get our year started. So tap in with us. We'll make you aware of everything that's going on as far as signups for the first cipher when that is available. And I think there's going to be some changes to how things go. We're still working through some of those things, but I think there'll be things that you'll be able to tell that we listen to you. about certain things. So thank you for tuning in. Any last words from the rest of the panel?
Peace.
Yeah, man. Man, hope everybody enjoys their holiday. See you next season.
For sure.
Facts.
All right, stay healthy and stay sharp.
Facts, spray love.
Dangerous. Stay dangerous. January 29th. Bring your best fucking raps ever to Tang and Biscuit.
Bring your
Start the year
boss.
off with a bang.
Capturing everything.
Peace.
All right, my G's.